preparation for the Sound Festival starts in the summertime. We start thinking about how many people we need, how many outfits we're going to need, working with Limerick Youth Theatre, how many kids that we're going to work with for that, because Lumen Street Theatre is only 3 people. So there's a core group of 3 people, and then we expand as it gets closer to the festival. So we expand, take on a line producer, a stage manager, and then in the month of October, when we actually start building all the larger puppets, we take on extra staff to help build all the wonderful things that you'll see. But the beauty about doing the event this year as opposed to last year was the first time we did the event. We didn't really know what to expect in terms of an audience or how it was going to work. And we were doing a lot of the making and figuring things out, final preparations on the day. So maybe 2 hours before the parade. Whereas this week, we did it like Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So today has been a lot less stressful than last year. Last year, there was running around. I wouldn't have been able to have an interview like this last year. So I knew I had to come in today and create a box to hide all our musical equipment. And that was the sum total of my construction that I had to do today. And today now we can actually focus on getting everybody into costume, getting their makeup done. Makeup is very important because it helps people get into character. Plus it also hides your appearance from the people that are in the audience, makes you look a little bit different. So I'm wearing a big full crow kind of mask. It's a skeletal crow, but because I need to see, I have my glasses on and I will be painting this part of my face black, but I'm not in costume yet. I'll get in costume shortly, and that's one of the reasons as well that we pushed the parade start time almost an hour later. One is it will be very dark, and these puppets that we make work best in complete darkness because they're illuminated from the inside. So these are things that we have to think about as well. We have to have a kit with us for running repairs during the parade, duct tape, extra cables, zip ties, craft knives, things like that. So as you go, because a lot of the things that we work with, they're very tall puppets. So if there's any wind, they act like sails. So we need to be able to strap them a bit if they're kind of a bit too sail-like. So these are things that you kind of learn as you go along. And then another thing is you have to remember to bring a pump, because our music is on a wheeled trolley. So one of the wheels had a flat tire this morning, so we pumped it up and it's much easier to move now. Last year there was 4 punctured tires on that. I only discovered that on the Saturday, so I couldn't get new wheels. So I had to use it anyway, but it made it a very hard job to move it. So that was something that we thought of. And it's all about learning from your previous experience and remembering all these things that you need to bring for this year. And I mean, the weather has been fabulous all day today. Just started raining there about 10 or 15 minutes ago, but it was a small shower. We're hoping that it will stay dry for the duration of the parade, but it is incredibly cold out there. But that's not going to bother us as performers, because all the costumes are designed so that they go on over your own clothes, so you have more layers on. It will be an issue for the people that are waiting around to watch it though. But at the end of the parade tonight, last year we placed all these lanterns into the water and they floated away, and then they were collected about 2 hours later to make sure we didn't have an environmental impact. So this year, because of the tide and the Shannon River is tidal, we can't put the lanterns on the water. Plus as well, we didn't have a lot of stewards last year, so it was kind of like everyone was trying to put a lantern in the water, which is very dangerous. because there's a lot of children involved in the parade. So this year there's one lantern going in the water, and it's actually been handed off to a local swimmer, and that swimmer is going to take the lantern, he's going to swim out into the river with the lantern and then swim back with it, and when we turn it off, then that's the end of the parade. So but it's going to be accompanied either by a live musical performance, and if not, something spontaneous happened at the end of the parade last year where everyone broke into song, and if that happens tonight, we'll go with that. If it doesn't happen, we have a backup. We're going to play something by the Cranberries in honour of Dolores O'Riordan. So you have to have all these things in your head to kind of think about. You have to think about what could go wrong and always have a second or third option. I have a spare car battery over there just in case this one didn't charge, but everything is fine. So this year it's a breeze, but we learned from everything that we did last year.
My hand, my bag, and my jacket are the one now.
Whoa, stop. You're going to keep following her. That's what it's all of me. I'm just busy at the moment, but I will get one.